It's gonna rain. It's gonna rain, but you know what, everybody, you guys are all set. We'll get going. So this day's been long in coming. For years, there was a dog park committee that had worked on designs and sketches and concepts, and eventually it got on track. And for those who doubted that this would ever come to be, who thought that this was just all talk and no action, remember this: in New Bedford, every dog has its day. Thank you. That will not be the last dog collusion or fun that you will hear in this press conference. So anyway, no, there was a lot of hard work here, and this is going to be a terrific facility for dog lovers in our city. And dog parks have become popular around the country over the last 10 to 20 years or so. And we haven't had one. In cities, dog control and making sure dogs stay on leashes and are managed is an important thing for public safety and sanitation and safety of dogs themselves. And what's tough in a city that is really built out like we are is to find the right place. And so we have it here. In a place that is very proximate to really so many neighborhoods and an easy drive with ready parking, and it's going to work really well. It'll accommodate dogs of all sizes. It'll accommodate big dogs and small dogs, good dogs, bad dogs, everybody. No bad dogs. Sorry.
Is there a bad dog section?
Yeah, there's a bad dog section, right? It's called the Pound. No, just no. Really, this is, but it's modern in every sense. We have faux fire hydrants because we know that certain dogs are attracted to that. We want to make them feel comfortable while they're here, but it works. It's sanitary. And it's a long time in coming, and there are lots of folks to thank in adding this really important public amenity to our city. So I'm going to just name a number of them, but I want to start off with Mary Raposa, our Director of Parks, Recreation, and Beaches, who shepherded the project site here in a number of respects, but and who played a really important role in ensuring that it was landscaped well, that the public input was robust. And so, Mary, I really do want to thank you for all of your hard work on the project along the way. The site there have been a number of sites over the years that have been discussed, and we settled on this one, and then once we had settled on a site, we could really get to work. She worked very hard to secure an important piece of the funding from the Stanton Foundation. I don't know if any folks from the Stanton Foundation are here today. If you're not, know that New Bedford is very grateful for your support, because that was a very key part of the funding for this project. I want to thank our folks in DPI and DFFM. Mark Champagne is here from DFFM. Jamie Pont, where'd Jamie go? Jamie, right back there, our Commissioner of Public Infrastructure for all, and their team, Adam Hart, Stephanie Dupers, everybody who worked on this project. Great going, really great going. All the contractors, Fence Costco, Fence, Peastone Paving, that was done by PA Landers, Susan Sons Ironworks, the security system that was done by MIS along with the alarm company, which was, and community development worked on this as well. The clerk's office played a part in this. They're going to be the ones issuing the licenses. More details to follow on that. It's very modern in the sense that in a number of respects, but one of them is the card key controls that are to be utilized here. So not everybody can get into the park. You have to maintain some control over the site so the dogs can be here safely with their owners. But that's why we have the key pass system, which will work very well and is very modern. Michelle Paul, who worked very hard to make sure that this is all compliant with the EPA standards. This was part of the former Parker Street waste site, and it is safe. It is capped appropriately. The cap is nowhere near the dot where Dogs might dig for a bone, so don't worry about that. That will be just fine. The City Council has been terrific in sticking with this project for a long time. Years ago it was Jane Gonzalez, the former Ward 5 councilor, and then Naomi Carney and Debbie Coelho picked it up. They're both here today. I really want to thank you for your support along the way. Linda Morad, our City Council President, as well. Really great work in making sure this happened. Everybody wanted to see this get done. It was just hard to find a site, but once we did that, once we settled on something, we could make it go. Our Park Board, our Chair Pete Boswell, who's here, and Elaine Safiolis, and the entire Park Board are hugely supportive of the efforts. So I want to thank you guys for making it. Diane Barabee, right behind me. You snuck in, Diane. Thank you. She's been with it for a long time. Manny Maciel, who keeps our dogs safe in the city, and every other critter, Manny, that's indigenous to the area or not, who does a fabulous job as our animal control officer. Again, lots of folks to thank, but and last but and then a number of other folks on the committee. Lizette David, Amy Willoughby, Scott Albee. I know that I'm not mentioning some people, but I really want to reserve my final thanks to Lynn Peterson, who is here today, and we are naming this park in honor of her husband Jack, Captain Jack Peterson. We know so well from his days both at WBSM and at WNBH, and everybody who played high school sports at one point or not, and Greater New Bedford remembers that voice as well. But he was also a big promoter of dog ownership and of the treatment of animals in our city, and we miss him much, but we know that his legacy will live on in this place, which will endure for a long time, and the dogs will dig it. Pardon that pun. Yeah, make no bones about it, everybody. Yeah. Sorry, there are more coming. And before we release the hounds, I want to call up Lynn Peterson.